Greetings, thespians, it's Tuesday. Apologies if this vlog comes to you through some kind of sleep-deprived haze, but I've been rather busy of late. Today I wanted to talk to you about my favourite misconceptions surrounding what I do. Number one, all actors are superficial. This is just plainly not true. I know at least 2 actors who couldn't give a monkey's what they look like. Okay, no, I'm kidding. But seriously, for every pretty popular girl that gets into acting in school, there's 15 who get into it for other reasons. Number 2, acting is easy. Now, my schedule for the last couple of days, and everybody on this channel will be able to attest to the fact that this isn't true. However, it doesn't change the fact that some people still tend to regard drama in general as a bit of a DOS subject, and I know that we could rant ad infinitum about why this isn't actually the case. Yet, just the most prescient example from my life was when I was in college, and we started off in a year group of 10, and it ended up as just me because everybody else dropped out. Number 3, actors are lazy. Well, everybody's an individual, but the best way I can dispel this is to say that there are occasionally days when you can roll out of bed at 2 in the afternoon, swagger into your place of employment for 5 in the afternoon, do a couple of hours work, go out and party all evening and still be said to have had a constructive day. But what most people who go to see the show don't realise is that probably for 2 weeks to a month before all of this, you spent sometimes up to 16 hours in the place sweating your ass off for very little. Not to mention all the other stuff that other people do that you miss out on because you're learning lines or you're rehearsing. I mean, I don't know if this is actually a true story, but it wouldn't surprise me. Patrick Stewart in 1966 was so involved with his work and with being part of the RSC that he barely knew who the Beatles were. Think about that. In 1966, he barely knew who the Beatles were. Number 4, only pretty people can be actors. Now, Hollywood has a lot to answer for in this regard, but let me put it this way. Sometimes actors are called upon to portray normal people in normal situations, and sometimes they're called upon to portray fantastic people in fantastic situations, but the key element there is people. As long as you look like a person, you can be an actor. Number 5, most people who get into acting want to do it to be famous. Now, obviously, there are famous actors. Can I say categorically that none of them got into it to be famous? No. But I am reminded quite strongly of a quote from John Green, which is, never do anything to be just rich or famous because you will never be rich or famous enough. And that's pretty much it. Celebrity culture has an awful lot to answer for in this regard, but that's a completely separate vlog. I worked out yesterday that as of the beginning of term, I have approximately 76 more days left of drama school. And the next week or so is going to be fairly hectic. I was doing a lot of filming today for my showreel. Tomorrow I have my first of 2 performances of my professional theatrical showcase. And for the rest of the week I've got more filming for the showreel. And hopefully that will go up fairly soon after it's all done and compiled and edited. Then it's straight into rehearsals for the 3 plays that I'm doing. You know, we were talking a little bit about rep a little while ago on this channel. Well, the 3rd term of any signet year is as close to rep as really exists now, in that we just rehearse plays and we just perform them, pretty much. There are some lessons in there as well, but mainly it's just rehearse, perform, and this term we're going to do 2 concurrently, so it's going to be a bit intense, but worth it, I hope. Anyway, tell me what your most top 5 favourite misconceptions about what it is you do in theatre are, and have that be the subject for this week if you can't think of another one. I'll be interested to know. Alright, take care all of you, and Mary, I'll see you tomorrow.